my name is Sarvesh, and today I have another video for you. And in this video, I'll be telling you how to make a short film. So if you've ever watched a movie before, then the steps to make a short film, like in this case, I'm gonna tell you how to make a live action movie. Not like those animated films, which also can be short films, but this is like real life short films, like where real cameras and sets are used. So let's get started with our video for today. So first, whenever a movie you've created, and if you want to make a movie or a short film, let's say in this scenario, then you always need to have a good idea. Without a good idea, whatever your short film you're making is not gonna be good either, and people are not gonna watch your movie. So you first need an idea. So now it's the time to write down your movie. And when I say we're writing down your movie, you need to like in when you do write down a movie, it's called a script. And if you've ever been in a school play before or anything like that, then writing scripts in movies are kind of like they have a lot of similarities between the plays. And when a person writes on a script, it's basically called a screenplay or a script. And in the script, you need to have the dialogues for your actors or characters that they're gonna say, and the places and location and time of the script. So when you do film, you know when to film, like what time it should be at. So for example, you are filming at a park at daytime, but they come and then your characters come back to their house at nighttime. You should include that in your script. And if you are making alone with yourself this movie, then you can just, but you still have to write down a script, because well, you need to memorize the lines, and also we'll get to that later. But for your actors, you also need to write down and make copies of them if you're gonna have more than one people in your like acting in your movie. Now it's time for storyboard. So the script is basically kind of like what everyone is going to what everyone's going to hear, like the dialogue and basically most of the things. That's basically where, and it basically tells information of the movie, but the storyboard is basically how the movie will look like. Um, so if you're at a park, then in the storyboard, the storyboard is kind of like a comic book. Like if you've ever read a graphic novel or a comic before, then the storyboard in this picture, it is very alike. So the storyboard basically shows what's going to be filmed in every scene of the movie. Now casting. And if you're making this movie by yourself, then you don't need to do any casting, or if there are, then you might want to like ask one of your friends to be a casting director, which is a person who takes auditions of other people, choosing the correct role for that person according to your script and like what kind of person they are. And then with this casting, as you can see in these people right here, the casting is basically choosing people for your movie and taking auditions from them, and then deciding a bunch of auditions and then giving them their role for the movie if they're gonna get one. Now it's finally time to film. When you do film, when you do cast, by the way, let me just go back to the thing. So when you do cast, if you want to ask your friends or your siblings or your parents if they want to be in the movie, then tell them one thing before you're gonna explain like what's gonna happen in the movie. That they have to memorize the lines, because you should give this heads up before they enter, because you don't want them to leave when they have to memorize the lines. So just tell them memorizing lines, because in a movie you really can't just look at the script and then act, because that's gonna look weird. So as I was saying, for filming, you basically do whatever happens in the script, and take help from the script and the storyboard. So film it, and if something is gone, then keep on retaking it, and also keep on make at least a couple of like clips of the same shot, of that, or that same scene, because when the editor later edits it, he or she, or if you are going to edit the movie, then you should have, or that person should have, at least a couple of shots to look from, and then choosing the right one. And now it's finally to edit. In this step, you can edit, or you can ask someone to edit for you. There could be two reasons you want to edit for yourself, because maybe you like editing a lot, like me, or you just want to give it, you don't really know what's editing, and you don't really get the steps how to do it, and you don't really have, like, you don't really want to do it, and you can ask another person to do it for you. So when you're done editing, also in the editing, you have a couple of options for your editing, such as like softwares for that editing. If you're going to do it, there's a couple of options for editing, such as if you're a really beginner one, if you're a beginner person, then I recommend you using KineMaster, the one over here, or iMovie. Now, KineMaster is only available for it's available for the App Store and the Play Store, so for Android and iPhone, but it's only available for like phone users. So if you're editing your movie with the phone, then I highly recommend KineMaster. And it doesn't matter if you're an iPhone user or Android user, you can use both of them. And it doesn't have to be iPhone or anything. You could use like, and if you're just basically, if you're a Apple user, you can do that. For iMovie, there's not a good thing about that. One good thing about it is that it's available on the computer. So like with the computer, you have a bigger screen versus the small screen if you do it with your phone. So like that. But if you prefer to use a smaller screen, and if you have a Apple like device, then you can use iMovie, because iMovie, as I said, the word I, if you know that any Apple, like most of the Apple apps has or like basically most of the Apple products have starting with the I with it, just like iPhone, iPad, iMac, and iMovie. So iMovie is part of it's an Apple product, but don't worry. KineMaster is for if you guys are Android users, then you can use KineMaster. And this one, it's called Adobe Premiere Pro. Now, Adobe Premiere Pro is used by professional video editors, and it's used and people use it. Some people even use it to for film editings, like those ones, like movies, like the ones made in and sent to theaters. If you watch one, um, but you do have to pay for it. But there's a good thing about it, that there's a free trial, so you can get that. And for one downside to KineMaster or KineMaster, whatever you guys say, you do, if you want to get the premium version, like all of it, most of the things in KineMaster are free. But but if you do want to get like some music or some graphics on it, then you do have to pay for the premium one. And I do have it on my phone, and they have like an offer right now, so you can, if you want, you can download it. This one right here, DaVinci Resolve, it's actually a free app. It works pretty good, and some professionals even use it. Um, but you do have to like there's actually a really good app, and but unfortunately it's only for people like for laptop for computers and laptops, so you won't be able to download it on your phone. Anyways, so that's our editing step. So after you're done editing it, you can post it to YouTube. If you have a YouTube channel, you can show it to your family, your friends, and well, that's basically how you make a short film. And if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.